everybody hear me okay? I can't hear myself, so maybe you guys can hear me. Perfect, thank you. Okay, so first of all, it's nice to see that there are a lot of women out here. If you didn't notice at the beginning, there's an MEAT meeting, which we're all used to. So it's nice to see that it's moving towards a little bit of the MEET meeting. For the women that are out there, if you are interested in a women's group, we do have the Women in Security Kansas City. These two lovely ladies in the middle, Nicole and Melissa, they can help you out. They have information. So if you're interested, please see them. So that's a little selfless promotion for me. Participation. I would really like some participation. You're welcome to haggle. You're welcome to challenge me. Have a free ball. If that shot happens to come out, it will be going to people who participate. The pregnant lady is not drinking shots, so.
Way to go for good choices!
Yeah, good choices, guys. Okay, so quick disclaimer, the pictures in my presentation may have absolutely nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Feel free to ask questions anytime, and then we'll get rolling. So what this is how to create an environment where people come and talk to you. Most of the time in your field, you're probably wondering what in the world is out there. You're hunting it down. You're finding things on your network. You're wondering where in the heck they came from and who gave them permission to do that. So this is about how to create an environment where people come and tell you. And hopefully they come and tell you before they put it on your network. So why are you always the last to know? Anybody? Anybody? Why do you think people don't want to talk to you? Scared, afraid, no.
I smell bad.
You smell bad. Yep, they may be intimidated by your infinite wisdom. Oh, the last guy was mean, that's true.
They're engineers.
Engineers hate you.
IT always says no.
IT does always say no. So let's talk about a few of those. One I didn't hear was segregation. How many of you work in one little bitty cubicle space with your own little team? Yeah? How many of you work in a SOC? You are not able to get out and learn anybody in your company, what they do or what's going on, unless you integrate yourself with them. So they don't want to come and talk to you. They don't know you. Why would they want to come and talk to you? We heard this one a lot. No, 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 no. That's all you do. You don't know what they want. They don't know you. Why in the world would you give them extra permissions? I'm not going to go on and talk to you if you're going to say no. I'm sure many people have heard the quote, "I'd rather beg for forgiveness than ask permission." Right? And once it's on your network and the business has started using it, how hard is it to get off of your network? You're going to struggle with it. You're going to have your marketing people say, nope, absolutely not. We use the social engineering stuff so that we can get people in, we can get information. So once it's on there, it's hard to get off. You're the business obstacle. So let's take, for example, two-factor authentication, right? To be secure, it's hard. You usually have to put some controls in place. You usually want to work around those controls. Why in the world would anyone want to go to two-factor authentication if normally they could just click in, get right into the network, be good to go? On the flip side of that, now you're going to enable two-factor. They're going to log into the computer, and then holy shit, I left my phone in the car. I'm going to run out to the car. I try to authenticate. It fails. Then I got to go back in and re-log in again. And you hear it all the time. So you're that workaround. You're that extra step that they have to take. They don't want to take that step. Once again, beg for forgiveness. And then because of our segregation, because of our jobs, we have no idea what other people do. No idea. So how many people here know the way that their lawyers are exchanging information with their outside counsel? Okay, more than I thought. How many people understand how people are getting treasury reports from your outside company back and forth? Who they're sharing that information with, how they need to share it, how large those files are, what systems are required to do that. Anybody? If you don't understand the business and you don't understand how it's running, how are you supposed to provide them with a useful product? How are you supposed to tell them yes if you don't understand what they're doing? So, how do you change it? How do you go from being your company's no guy, the person that they avoid all the time, the person that they don't want to speak to their best friend, to the most popular guy in school, the people that they want to come and talk to and tell all the company's dark secrets to? How do you switch it up and become that person?
Candy.
Candy is a very good option. I actually thought about bringing candy to encourage participation, but then people would have to go to work tomorrow explaining why they got beamed with the sack of M&M peanuts from a pregnant lady up front. So I didn't do that, but candy is a good option.
Old brown bag special discussion luncheons.
Lunch and learns, that's another good way. That's a way to get your name out there too, so they can start talking. Any other ideas?
Standardize a process so that they can follow it and provide the business justification that you can say yes to.
So be clear about what they're doing, their intentions, so that way they understand. So let's talk about a few I think that are super helpful. Play nice. Become best friends with the people that you hate most. So that one person that's running around and is making your life miserable, that's the person that you want to seek out. Those are the people that you're going to find that are going to talk more about you and spread your word. So let them be your advocates. Learn their names, common courtesies, learn names, learn faces, learn what they do. When you see them and they provide you something, say thank you, even if it's opening the doors. Have them associate your face with a friendly face, so that way they get to know you a little bit better, they feel comfortable talking with you, you can start creating those relationships. If they send an email to your group, and it's a really dumb email, it doesn't matter, it's from some random prince of Zimbabwe, and you look at it, and you're like, okay, they sent me this email, it also went to about 4 or 5 other people. Send that email back to them, CC all of those people at the bottom, and say, thanks Bob for sending us this phishing email. We really appreciate it. You were the first one to let us know about it. Bob gets the kudos, he gets to feel good about himself, and everybody on that CC line is like, damn, I want to be the first person. It's bragging rights. It's natural bragging rights. So say thank you publicly and put it in a way where other people say, okay, this guy's getting recognition. I'd like a little of that too. Make them feel like their input is important and that what they're providing you is making a difference to the company. And when you add those people to the line, other people see that too. Other people like to be involved. Other people like that recognition. So bring them in. Next, try to hit home. These are the guys you love. These are the people that make your life what it is. You gotta do it. You gotta do it, guys. If you can tie a message back to someone's family and say, if you click on this link, your children's medical records are at risk. If you click on this link, your private photos are at risk. That is something that they're going to remember. And they're going to take that home, and they're going to tell their family about it. They're going to tell their kids about it. Hopefully they tell their elderly parents about it that are subscribing and giving away money every month. But they're going to take those same actions that they learned to do at home, they're bringing them back to the office. And they're going to appreciate that, because they're going to feel that you help them keep their information safe. So think about how you can link it back to these guys that we may be not the most proud of, but we love. Secondly, get on your knees and ask people to teach you what they do. Sit down and talk to them about their daily ins and outs, who they interact with, what they do, what files are important to them. What are the size of their files? Are they sending videos back and forth? Do they need pictures back and forth? I deal in a retail space that deals in movies. Files are huge, huge. So they maybe email is not a regular option for them. What can I give them to do their job? Learn their job, because if you can't learn their job, you cannot provide them a solution. And this goes back to being the answer man. Once you know what they're doing, you want to provide them with a solution that not only fits their job, but something that gives them more than they had before. So if they couldn't share files before, maybe you have some kind of solution that, hey, has security baked in, and then also allows them to do the job that they need to do. If you understand what their job is and who they talk to, you may know that, hey, maybe someone in HR has the same responsibilities as someone in treasury. They need to do the same thing, so I can provide them the same product. So not only did you provide them a good product, now it's scalable. I don't know if anyone's come into any situation where you give someone a product, or they went out and got it, more likely, then it comes to you because now it's too big. Their whole department is using it, it's too big, we're trying to share stuff, we can't do it anymore. And that product is not scalable. So they have to transfer everything that they were doing to a new product, to a new process. It's time consuming for them. It's sure as hell frustrating for you because one, you didn't even know it was out there. But if you know what they're doing and how they're doing it, you can provide a product that works for both organizations, and it can be something that's scalable to your entire business. So think about that whenever you go and sit down and you talk to people. Think about exactly how they're using it, who they're sharing it with, and why they're even doing it. Really discuss the why. If you take the time to do that, once again, they will come back to you and they will say, hey, this person took the time to understand what I did. They maybe appreciate my job a little bit more. They gave me a solution that worked for me that could do more than I could do before. So next time that I go to do a project, who am I going to go talk to? Not the asshole 2 cubicles over that gave me the stupid product that I had to redo 2 years later down the road. Especially when I found out it had some licenses that were attached to it that were super pricey. They're going to come and talk to you because you provided them a product that made their teamwork better, that made their job easier.
Yeah, so we have a tradition here at KC that when you talk for the first time, you get to take a shot. And since you put some great pictures up, we have this Sprite shot for you.
Oh, it's a Sprite.
And a Jaeger shot you get to assign to anyone you like.
Okay. I'm going to go with this gentleman here in the front, because not only is in the front. Oh, we love the gentleman too.
Very nice.
Cheers. Ow, woo! I can't even do a full Sprite shot. two tiny sips. Sharon just sold me out on that one. Okay. Next. Play politics. It sounds horrible, doesn't it? Don't you hate to talk to people? And you hate to get in their business. You hate dealing with that guy that's always talking about everything and knows everything around the office. But use them. Use them to your advantage. Manipulate them to become your spokespeople. So think about it. The boss is sure. You got the guy that is always walking around the office that is the best at everything. Period. He knows the most about every topic that's going on. That's the guy that you want to say thank you to on the email. That's the guy that you want to say, hey Bob, you are #1 at reporting this stuff. Because Bob is going to go around and say, I am the best at reporting security. And he's gonna talk it up. He's gonna say how awesome he is. And then the other 80% of the people that hate Bob are gonna start reporting it before Bob. That's the way it works. We all hate Bob. Also, you want to look for the person that's always in everybody's business, that knows what somebody did that weekend, that likes to get all the details and the inside information. You want to make them feel very special, that they know what's going on in your group. Because whenever they go to get coffee in the morning, they're spreading it for you. They're talking about it. So find that person that's super nosy, that wants to be in the know, that thinks that they know something that no one else does. The lady that's bringing in cookies every day. Everybody loves that lady. Everybody is talking to her. She is the power of the company that no one leverages. Every time someone comes to talk to her, they're happy, because she makes them happy. Make Miss Cookie Lady happy. Make sure that you go out of your way, whatever she's working on, provide her a good product, because she's going to talk about it, and she gets a lot of traffic through that desk as she's handing out cookies. So talk to her and make sure you take care of her, because if you don't take care of her, nobody's going to like the guy that doesn't take care of the cookie lady. And then the golden boy. If your management isn't really buying into what you're doing, if you feel like you can't really leverage them, find the golden boy of management. Help him out. Whatever problems he's got, see if you can resolve those. Because in the meeting, behind closed doors, he's going to say, oh, security did this for me. That's going straight in the exec's ear. He hears that enough times, he's going to start coming to you. He's going to tell his peers about the things that security did. His peers are then going to talk to the people that work for him and say, hey, I heard security does that. So talk to that golden boy. He's got the right ear, that CEO or that head board member that you want to get into, and let them talk. So, after you've done all these amazing things, people want to talk to you now, people like you, congratulations, you're popular. What should you expect? It kind of looks like that, super overwhelmed. How many people right now are receiving a whole bunch of phone calls and emails that are telling you, that are reporting to you incidents that are happening in your company? Do you guys have that super customer support desk that's responding to those incidents? If you do, you're very lucky. Whenever you start to receive all of these phone calls and emails, the first thing that you need to do is go ahead and identify who your customer service people are going to be. Ideally, you want them to be people persons. You don't want them to say no. You want them to walk up to someone's desk and say, what you got? Oh man, you got malware again. Let me help you out. And step in. You don't want them to feel bad ever that they've done something wrong. You want them to keep reaching back out to you. You want to feel like you did a good job because you reported that. We're all very familiar with customer service. Think about all of those traits that you usually get along the line. And then look at your workforce and say, which one of my people would be best to start responding to those customer service? Remember, these are the people that are going to create relationships within your business, within your community. So you want to make sure that you have those right people, those people skills, those soft skills that a lot of the security people don't have. You want to make sure that they're the people that are reaching out, because they're the ones that are going to make an impression on your company. So then you will be amazed at the shit you get. You will have no idea where this stuff comes from. Be prepared to research. You're going to research what the heck people do. You're going to research where the heck this product came from. You're going to say, what in the world did you do to get this email? It is amazing the stuff that you come across. So these people that are answering all these questions, fielding these customer supports, take a deep breath and realize that some of the stuff is just out of this world. I can say, as you're starting to give information to stuff that you think is absolutely ridiculous, i.e. you get some random phishing email from Russia, if you respond back and say, awesome, great job, you were just trying to be phished by Russia, that is amazing to some people. That just blows their mind that they are so important that someone from Russia is coming after them. So use it. Use those little tidbits of information, because as soon as they find out that they were trying to get hacked by Russia, they're turning to the person on the left and be like, dude, Russia. And everybody on that CC line sees it. So as you start getting these things, think through your response as people come and tell you things. Because you're going to start to hear things about not only their department, but other people they work with. And they're going to say, did you know that marketing was doing that? Did you know that this treasury group was doing that? Play your political cards right. Hold it down. Hopefully you've built some really good relationships in there with those other departments as you started to learn what they do. So you have a contact that you can reach out to that you feel comfortable talking to and say, hey, we heard you guys were using this. We offer this solution. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's probably better than what you're using now. You can do more, you can collaborate more, and we're willing to help to get you there, to make you better. And so that way you don't have any negative side effects that come with it. You're still reaching out your hand for someone to grab it and hold on to, and they'll come back to you. So with that being said, I'm opening up the floor for questions. You can fire away. I can give you one recent statistic that we had. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Verizon DBIR report. Phishing campaigns, usually on average, most businesses see about 12% of people click on links. They only have about 3% of people that report it whenever they see a phishing email. So we just got finished doing a phishing campaign. We had 3% of people that clicked on it. We had 35% report it. It's amazing. It's amazing when your company. So with that being said, that equated to about 360 emails of reports that my team had to fill. So go back to that overwhelmed, right? So opening up for questions, heckles, challenges. I'm ready. People are intimidated by me. I get that a lot.
You just answered all their questions.
I am amazing at answering questions.
So did you download those photos while you're on the company?
I did not. I wish I had that time.
Search terms that you use.
Oh, that's classified information. Search terms are classified for my pictures. Thank you. Anything else? All right, well, if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me. Women in Security Group, hunt me down, hunt them down. I appreciate it.
When's the next Women's in Security?
The next Women's in Security Group, I'm so glad you asked. It's in October. We'll be pasting information on our LinkedIn, our Facebook page, and other social media sites.
Do you have a Twitter?
We do have a Twitter. It's Women's Security KC.
Is that KC gonna?
No. Say that again?
Is that KC gonna retweet your Twitter?
They did. Set KC already retweeted our twit. We're gonna go with that. All right, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.